Queens. How are you all doing? Haven't seen you in over a week. I had a death in the family, so I had to go home to be with my family in Virginia. Um, my siblings and I traveled there and had a pretty good homegoing for my great uncle. He's 90 years old, so he lived a very, very full life, and he is now amongst my ancestors. So that is just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, I just realized I left my necklace somewhere. Anyway, we'll get to that later. But just hoping everybody's doing good. The full moon has just passed us, so I hope that everybody's got a chance to reevaluate where they are right now in their cycle of life and their journeys, um, setting some new priorities. You know what I'm saying? This harvest moon felt so much different than any full moon that I can recall. Um, it was like one of a rebirth. It was one of just bringing in fresh wind, and it really was enjoyable. The sensation and the feelings and the thoughts and the creativity and everything kind of came out more in this full moon to me, at least for me. Got a chance to make some moon water. Okay, for those of you that don't know what that is, you pretty much take water and pray over it. You set your intentions. You set it out under the full moon so that it can be energized, and then you drink it when you are led to. Of course, it's set apart, so you just don't drink it. Well, you could, I guess, but you drink it when you feel led by the spirit for a specific situation or something you might be feeling, and you just probably want to cleanse that. The full moon brings out a lot of things that we might not address on a regular basis. And so, for some people that might feel uncomfortable, surrender, let it go. Okay. We'll read these in a minute. We'll draw one more. But I hope everybody's doing good. Okay. That was just the first card that came out, but let's go ahead and take a moment. Spirit guide, angels, ancestors, divine white light, thank you for your messages for today, for the collective October 3rd, 2020. Thank you for love, abundance, prosperity, peace, harmony, health, and wellness. Thank you for being centered. Thank you for us being grounded. Thank you for love, love for self, love in relationships. Thank you for love for the universe. And all that we pray, I share. Thank you, thank you. So the first card that came out was surrender. And I really feel like this is talking about just pretty much allowing things to kind of flow. We're so used to controlling situations, even people, at times subconsciously, not meaning to, but the more you put constraint on a situation, the more you're limiting the creator, the divine, the universe from kind of doing all the things that would be most in your favor. Okay, so let's think about that. We're gonna pull one more, and then we're gonna read about the otter and whatever other card comes out. Got a lot of cards flopping, but nothing really coming out really. So we'll see. I think too. I've always talked about journaling. So for those of you that find solace and therapeutics in journaling, this is a great time to do so. You're setting some new intentions going towards the full moon. Um, some of you might be led to do intentional candles. Like intentional candles, write on your candles, set the intention. Okay, let the spirit and the intention be released in you, and you focus on that day to day. And then the affirmations, we have to understand how much power we have. And I think I was riding down the road one day, and I said an affirmation, and I was like, I'm going to have a great day in business today. And I had a great day in business. And the universe said, do you understand that I do not put levels or hierarchy on your desires? Every desire it has the same weight to me, but to you, because you want something so bad, you put the level, or you put the scales up there. So we have surrender, we have gratitude. Be grateful. Okay, be grateful for all you are blessed with. And that's part of your affirmations. Getting up, thanking the divine, the creator for your health, your wellness, your family, your relationships, your abundance, your money, whatever the case may be. But giving attention to those things before you even let your feet hit the ground. You know what I'm saying? So that you can already have set the intentions for you how your day is going to roll. And we often forget. All of us go through this. We often forget how powerful, truly how powerful we really are. Okay. So here we go, the otter. Let's read about that. It's on page 86 for those that follow some kind of numerology and it means anything to you. So you think you're in control of the situation, do you? Well, that's something that everybody thinks much of the time. These efforts at maintaining control are most often based in habitual conditioned fear born out of many experiences where you witnessed others who were out of control. It was scary, dangerous, and maybe even life threatening. You can be assured now there's no more danger and that you're safe. You can now safely relinquish control. Letting go of control doesn't mean giving up. Giving up means throwing your hands up in the air in admission to defeat. Instead, true surrender means releasing any attempts to force your agenda on life. It means opening your hands and heart and accepting the direction of the Spirit. And that acceptance, your will becomes the will of Spirit, and life flows much more easily through you and as you. Additional associations are sensuality, merging, family, and playfulness. And it's funny, I just pulled a couple of cards this morning with one of my friends on Marco Polo, and it talked about enchantment, and I enlightened that, or I related that to being more playful, being more open to how the universe calls you, and being more open to how things unfold in your life. And then we have the kangaroo, which is gratitude. Let's read about that. And we've had these same cards before, but if you see repeated cards, I don't believe in manipulating the cards at all. If we're setting the attention that we're bringing forth something that we actually need, then no matter how many times it comes out, I'm always going to read it. So the kangaroo, be grateful for all you're blessed with. In this very materialistic oriented world where you're constantly bombarded with so many possibilities and choices for acquisition and accumulation, it's easy to forget to be grateful for what you do have rather than feeling envious and resentful for what you don't have. Trust that you'll always have what you need. Allow richness and goodness of our fair, generous Mother Earth to be yours, not for taking out the avarice and greed, but out of acceptance and continuous appreciation for the gifts you receive. Everything that comes your way in actuality is a gift, whether or not you're consciously manifesting it. Thou shalt not want doesn't mean that you shouldn't have any desires, but that you should never have to go without food, water, shelter, or love. That is, unless you deny life the privilege of providing these things for you. Today, every time you receive a gift of goods, service, love, or money, express your gratitude to the giver and the creator. If only by simply saying thank you. Remember always that no matter who or how the gift is delivered, it comes from the Creator. The additional associations are nurturing, generosity, abundance, and here again, family. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to do the healing with ancient oracles. Then we're going to get into the reading. If you hear some tapping noise, like dying, walking around, prancing on floors. Move, baby. Nature. Okay. Get out into nature. And nature brings about a level of appreciation and gratitude as well. Because it's simple, it's natural. You know what I'm saying? It's a natural development, it's a natural creation. And so when you see the green of the grass or the blue of the sky, the white of the clouds, okay, the trees, the flowers, the plants, whatever the case may be, it's a simple creation. It's a natural, simple creation. And so that puts things in perspective because sometimes you're bombarded with everything coming at you. You live in a city, you live in a busyness, in the hustle and bustle, but in nature, everything is serene. And you hear messages from spirit that much more clearly when you're in nature. And then you're able to have that heart of gratitude for everything you do have and all that is on your way, the desires that you have, okay? But we have to let go of that control, as it said with the otter, and that surrender to those things that we desire, knowing that we deserve them, okay? Knowing that we deserve them. Letting go of control. Self-acceptance. Some of you may be dealing with that right now in this season. You're really working on yourself. You're trying to be more exposed to yourself first and foremost, because there is a such thing from hiding from yourself. Even though you live and you're in being with yourself, there is a such thing as hiding from yourself. But we're always in a period of changing, especially as we age and grow older, that we have to accept those changes that come about with our mind, our body, our spirit, okay? And just allow ourselves to appreciate the new development that's coming about in ourselves. Let's try one more of these. And I also feel like Spirit is saying that don't take yourself too seriously. Sometimes we critique ourselves to the point that we just tear ourselves all the way down, and by the time somebody else does it, it's just we're really under the ground at that point. So just don't take yourself so seriously. Again, letting go of control. Some things are out of your control. Some things we just need to relinquish and allow the Creator and the Divine to bring our way. Okay, divine guidance. Okay, so again, going out into nature, you'll get a chance and have the opportunity to actually hear more clearly what the next steps are for you. Where am I now? Always doing self-reflection and reevaluation of self. Some of you needing to reevaluate what types of relationships that you're in because they're simply just not fruitful for you. Okay, some of you might be contemplating this new season, especially with the weather changing. Maybe a new job, depending on where you live at. We don't know. We'll see. Okay. But these are messages from Spirit, and they come to just keep us grounded and enlightened. They come to illuminate things that we might need to focus on in this next cycle. Okay. So, and we're going to use the modern witch tarot today, and we're going to clarify these with the Rider-Waite. And be very self-acceptance. Going back to that, Spirit is saying, be assured in your gifts. Don't minimize your gifts. Don't look at someone else and say, oh, they do it better, or someone is already doing it. Like, don't minimize your personal creativity, okay, and what Spirit has for you, and the desires that you have to do certain things and go out on a limb and try to do something new. Be a little bit more risk taking in this next cycle. Temperance. Be patient, going with the flow. Again, this is talking about letting go of control. This is also talking about balance. It's talking about healing, vitality, being creative. But this is also talking about going with the ebb and flow. Some of you are already in this stage or this energy right here, and some of you are moving towards that. This is actually the energy that you're attempting to possess right now. Um, like with this water flowing, it's just that with the 1 foot on the land and the 1 foot in the water, like you have to be able to embrace all of the resources and elements that are available to you right now. And then with these wings, I feel as though it's just allowing you to have a level of freedom in that. Okay, because wings represent angelic beings, and the fact that they're red talks about the root chakra. Okay, and so just noticing that and letting everything just kind of calm and allowing yourself to just venture on a path of self-discovery. Okay, let's see what's crossing you. Oh Lord. So 3 cards came out. I'm just going to hold them up so that you can make note of them, but I'm going to put them back in the deck. The 4 of Cups, okay, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups. So some of you may be having some periods of where you're thinking back to something you used to do, somebody used to know even. Maybe you have like a collaboration of some sort, but I also feel like there was a level of either retreat or withdrawal, whichever energy it was. It may have been something that happened within that collaboration that made you actually feel that you needed to separate yourself for some reason, and then maybe remembering how that collaboration either benefited you or hindered you in some way. But we'll see if any one of those come out again. What is crossing the collective? These messages may not resonate with everybody, and I just realized I didn't even give an intro. But my name is Tameka, if you're tuning in, and welcome to the channel. I kind of just dove right in because I was already kind of in a mode of flow, so just forgive me for that. Okay, so it's crossing the temperance. The moon card. So some of you may be having some I'm not going to say problems, some challenges really tapping into your inner knowingness. Like I said, the moon card brings about intuition, but it also brings about those areas in your life that you're not willing to show the world. And that's fine if you're not. It's more important for you to be able to assess where you are in your process. And don't allow these things that will come lurking around, these limitations that you kind of put on yourself, okay? But the moon is illuminating and it shines light on those things that are in the shadows. So you're able to appreciate the growth more when you bring it to the forefront. A lot of us suppress things and have a lot of secrets. Excuse me, I drink some water. Have a lot of maybe secrecy. I've learned about that in my very own family here recently. And what I've come to know is that everyone has their own, regrets, failures, or what have you, and we're not to judge them in that, okay? And the Temperance card just comes to let you know to have patience with other people too, okay? Not just yourself, but with other people, and realize that everybody has a dark side that they must venture through or journey through or even heal through. Excuse me. Or even heal through. We have to be very careful of judging someone's process as well, okay? Because we don't know what people have been through and what they're going through. So keep that in mind. All right, I'm going to try to go ahead and lay out the rest of the cards and then we'll go through them because I know that there's a picture to be unfolded here. Once we get the rest of the cards, that picture will become more clear for us all. Okay. Thank you. All right. Three of Pentacles came right back out. So this is talking about maybe you're in contemplation with collaboration with someone, or maybe you're already talking about doing so, but you may be in the midst of working on a project with other people and bringing your expertise. And again, it goes back to self-acceptance. Don't minimize what you bring to the table. Don't minimize your personal gifts, what the Creator has put in you, the desires that you have, the ideas that you have. Don't minimize that. Don't be afraid to speak up. Sometimes we have a thought and we don't say it, and then when someone else brings that same thought about, you're feeling defeated because you're like, damn, I was smart and I had that very same thought. I had that very same idea. But because you didn't verbalize it or bring it to the forefront, you now feel defeated, and also regretful that you didn't even say it. So that's just a cue to let you know when you feel an inclination or when you feel an impulse, allow it to flow. Okay, you may be off, but you may not be. So whatever the case may be, you don't understand how valuable what you have actually brings to the table. Okay, so like I said, subconsciously you might be contemplating joining a team, working on a project with other people, or just like I said, they might be coming to you to solicit your expertise. And don't downplay yourself. Allow yourself to really say what it is that you have to offer without feeling like you're being egotistical. You know the difference between being conceited and narcissistic versus knowing your shit. Okay, so don't be afraid of that growth. Thank you. In the recent past, you may have. I think this is the Two of Swords. It is. You may have been procrastinating on some things that you wanted to accomplish. But this is in the recent past, so this energy is more than likely already past. If you are holding back on some things, I would say to really prioritize and reevaluate those things, and also pull in, seek guidance from within yourself instead of pulling in things from the external forces going forward. Okay, But the mere fact that you are starting to kind of join forces subconsciously, at least you have a plan to do so. And this Two of Wands, Two of Swords is in the most recent position. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is in your consciousness. So this is really something that you're trying to manifest, okay? And then subconsciously, you might be trying to contemplate who needs to be on your team, who you need to be affiliated with, and who you need to actually delete, okay, from your plan. But the Ace of Pentacles is really giving you that hey, go ahead, like this is it. I'm giving you the thing, okay? I'm giving you the opportunity. What you do with it is totally on you, okay? This is beautiful. I like this. And with you having temperance, with you being here as temperance, it's you are doing the work, okay? But again, don't let this shadow side, don't let the fear, doubt, and unbelief come and lurking. Don't let it come lurking. Don't let that black cloud come over you and make you doubt what it is that you're moving forward to. Because you're moving forward to nothing but greatness. The Knight of Pentacles. Here it is, come rushing in again. You had the Ace of Pentacles in the conscious position, and now you have the Knight of Pentacles in the near future. So this opportunity is here for the taking. It's just all about what you want to do with it. Okay, you are the co-creator. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens. You are the co-creator. So don't be mistaken. Okay, don't allow. And then seek for the divine guidance. Okay, the divine guidance is here for the oracle. You may need to go out into nature and really get to the bare bones of things, appreciate just the simplistic nature around you so that you can have clarity. Yeah, thank you. And take walks, get that blood moving. I'm not going to take all three of these, but we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Five of Swords. So not going to go much in detail about interpretation of these, but we're going to take note of them in case they show themselves back up. Okay. But this energy of this Ace of Pentacles and this Knight of Pentacles is here for you. There is an opportunity on the table. There might be a new job for some of you. There might be a new idea that you want to start doing as the seasons change and as you have to become more creative. You might have just had a fresh new idea and you're waiting to see if it's something that you need to pursue. The universe is saying, yeah, go ahead. Do it. Be determined about it. Be intentional about what it is that you want to manifest. Just take a risk. And then letting go control. Let's not forget. Surrender how the process unfolds for you. And I want to caution us that's having these new creativities and ideas. Don't try to do it like somebody else. And don't try to do it like you've done it before. Okay? Because the way you was then is totally different than the way you are now. You gain more knowledge, more insight. Your intuition is more heightened. Okay, so don't try to reinvent that wheel as far as doing it the exact same way you've done it before, because it's a brand new beginning here. It's a brand new opportunity. It might be something that it might be a topic or a specific subject that you're revisiting, but how you're going to go about it is going to be different. It's going to be much more grander. Sorry, I can't even talk. So let go of control of how you might get to that point. And then I'm drawing my attention back to the Oracle card of gratitude, the Kangaroo, being grateful for all you're blessed with. Know that you have no lack. Remember that. Everything that you have, the universe, the creator, the divine is adding to that. Okay? So you're going to be overflowed. Remember that. The energy, the King of Swords. Okay, so this person is very determined, very matter of fact. This person is really all about transformation. But this person also is about the clarity and how you get to that Knight of Pentacles and ultimately that Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so bringing it in that clarity, okay, and being very determined. I also feel as though some of you might be very um, stern, like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the motion I feel when I see the King of Swords. I'm not about the shits. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. So with the King of Swords, absolutely be open, be open to what the universe is trying to deposit, because you're transforming. But also be careful of the ego in the new opportunity. There's a good balance. You have to find that balance between your ego being overactive, okay, and your ego being underactive too. So find that good balance, and as long as your intentions are pure, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, the High Priestess. Oh my God, yes, I love, love, love. So this is actually in your environment right now. So you are discovering things maybe about yourself or about what something you're trying to pursue that is actually going to become more clear for you. Okay. The High Priestess talks about the mysteries, the symbols, the synchronicities that maybe no one else understands or acknowledges, but it's not meant for them, it's meant for you. Okay. And so explore that. Look at both sides of everything too. Um, in short, I remember seeing the Five of Swords. Ensure that you don't have people in your social circle that are being sneaky. Okay. Um, Make sure that you really are praying and meditating, and really having a clear view, understanding of who it is that you're surrounding yourself with. What purpose are they serving for you? What purpose are you serving for them? Do you have the same vision? Do you have the same goals? Are they like minded? Are they seeing your ideas manifest? Every joint supplies is what I keep hearing. It's like a piece, it's like pieces to a puzzle coming together, is what I'm feeling. So just allow yourself to play your position, is what I'm mostly hearing. Allow yourself to play your position and be open and be vigilant as well. I feel the need to say, talk less, listen more. When it's your time to express, present, um, you will be validated in that you'll get that space and time. But do more listening in this next season, is what I'm hearing, okay? Do more listening and be more observant. Look for the synchronicities. Yeah. So this is in the hopes and fears. Someone is trying to get away with something. You may be feeling this. You may be questioning someone's intentions. Um, but it may seem as though someone is not, they're being kind of sneaky. Um, and there's certain people, their personality is just secretive. It's not that they're trying to be sneaky. It's not even that they're doing anything wrong, but their personality is like, I got to hold it to myself. And I don't know where that comes from, but I've met people like that. And you're like, well, why didn't you just tell me? Why didn't you just say it? Like, why do you have to? It will seem sneaky to us. It will seem deceptive and deceiving to us, but it's not that they're really trying to be that way. They're just not wanting to like verbalize everything that comes to mind or what have you. They kind of sit back and wait too. But with this Seven of Swords is in your hopes and fears, you may be feeling like you're dealing with a person that may not have the clearest intentions. But again, going back to what the energy is in your environment, just be vigilant. You know, once you send out an inquiry to the universe will let you know. Okay, this is why we do this work. This is why we practice what we practice. This is why our spirituality is based off of our intuition and being guided and led by the spirit. Because you encounter people and you don't know their intentions. Okay, so if you have an inquiry of the divine will show it to you. Okay? It might be in a dream. It might come to you as you're journaling. It might come to you in nature. It might come to you when you least expect it. But if you're inquiring and you're open for the answers, and then also once you get the answers you're supposed to get, take heed. Because it wouldn't have come to you unless there's something factual about it. I love it. Thank you. The hangman. So look at things in all perspectives, okay? Be enlightened. Like I said, you might just need to just be around and do more listening than actual talking. Okay, when it's your time to talk, you'll be able to talk. When it's your time to express, you'll know when you're meant to express. But right now, I just feel like you're supposed to be vigilant and waiting, and is perfect because to me, the hangman and the temperance goes hand in hand, okay? Because if you're hanging around, you're not idle. Excuse me. You're not idle at all. You're just trying to figure out like what's really going on, what's really good, okay? And you may need to peep out your collaboration. And when you're sitting back and you're in a reserved state, you are able to see things that maybe you would have missed if you were being a busybody. You may be able to see things a lot more clearly. So keep that in mind. I love the temperance and I love the outcome of the hangman. It's kind of like waiting around for the next step. Okay. So we're going to clarify some of these, or just really pretty much get the guidance of the overall reading. Let's see what's next. But yeah, by all means, stay patient, stay grounded, stay balanced, and also um, don't catastrophize a situation. I feel the need to say that. Don't expect the worst of a situation because of maybe your past or what have you, or how things might have transformed previously. Don't limit yourself by having those type of thoughts, okay? Be smart, okay? Be cautious in a sense, but don't be cautious to a fault. That's what I'm feeling led to say here. Let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles here. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Moving forward in this opportunity. Too many cards. Clarify this Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. So for this new opportunity, and because it is so new, okay, you may feel like you want to rush into it. And again, it goes back to the temperance, being patient. And it also goes back to the hangman, judging all perspective. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my dog. She's chewing on something. Looking at all perspectives. So you may be, again, called. Oops, I gotta pick those up. You may be called to go into nature. Sit under a tree. Wait for the divine to give you a cup of knowledge, of information. But don't be too withdrawn for too long. Excuse me while I pick these cards up. Don't be too withdrawn for too long, because this is for a period of time. You may need to go and retreat, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. There are periods of time where we do have to go and still ourselves and make sure that we're right within ourselves, okay? And so this might also be, it's just funny how I'm seeing these trees and nature and everything. The hangman, okay? The hangman is also like, okay, I'm just going to wait around and see. I'm going to evaluate some things. I'm going to, take note, count the cost, so to speak. They may be what you're called to do right now as it relates to this new opportunity. But the opportunity is there. Make no mistake about it. The opportunity is, in fact, there for you. But we have to be smart in how we navigate to that opportunity. And maybe not being so rushed into making impulsive decisions about the opportunity that's coming about. But something is coming there. It's coming towards you. Whatever it is. So I am just taking note of the spread here. I just noticed that there is no cups in the spread, which is awesome. So this is more about clarity and more about whatever this opportunity is that's presenting itself to you. And then with the other, like the high priestess, as it relates to that, like the guidance going forward to that, being open and being flexible, okay? Being flexible about how that unfolds. But swords, clarity, cutting away, evaluating, being strategies, okay? Um, Enlightenment, clarity, like I said, cutting away some things that's no longer there for you to serve you and moving forward in that. Mm. Okay, you have the Knight of Wands. Being inspirational, rushing in. Those ideas and creativity that you're sitting here trying to think, okay, how is this all going to unfold for me? That's coming in for you, okay? It is coming in for you. So make no mistake. It's just this, give yourself this time to really drill down. Make it unique to you. Make it unique to your skill set, your gifts, your talents. The Six of Pentacles. So this is talking about giving, but it's also with giving, you have to understand the duality of giving and receiving. Okay, and there's a balance there. So whatever you're giving, whatever you're presenting, make sure there's a reciprocation there as well. And this is also talking about giving of yourself, whatever it may be, but also being open to receiving and being thankful for that. Remember the kangaroo, being thankful, be grateful for all you're blessed with. Okay, and as much as you give, the more you receive. I like it. The more you give, the more you receive. You shouldn't have such control or such a clench on the things that you possess that you're not going to freely give it away and watch the universe bring it back to you. It happens every single time. Every single time. Uh-oh. What's going on? All right, let's do two more cards. It's too many cards. Yeah, too many. What other guidances? Ooh, golly. These cards keep trying to come out. Okay. Make note of these cards. You have the Hermit. You have the Ace of Wands. Yes, creativity. And the Knight of Cups. That was the first cups we actually saw. Except for this Four of Cups that we just got. I'm sorry. But maybe something unexpected is coming to you. In the Hermit, you maybe needed to go and consult someone that has a little bit more knowledge or resource about what it is that you're trying to manifest. Very, very, very possible. Let's see what else is there. Diamond, no. Go. Okay. Take these cards here. The Knight of Pentacles is here again. This was in your recent position. Okay. And you also have the Tower card. Also have the Tower. So, also having the Tower card here. The fact that it came out with the Knight of Pentacles is saying, again, the caution is be careful of being impulsive with this new situation here. Okay. For some of you, this situation is going to yield a lot of monetary funds, and you have to be careful how you manage it. But I feel like the caution with this Tower card and the Knight of Pentacles that came out, especially with the Knight of Pentacles being in your near future, is to be careful how you build the situation. In the past, you may have done something impulsive, and it kind of came crashing down. Okay. The other meaning of this is the caution not to, like I said, be impulsive, but to realize that you're starting from scratch. You're starting from scratch with this new beginning. So don't limit yourself again. Like I told you before, don't feel as though the way that you did it last time is the exact same way you have to do it this time. You don't want to get into a cookie cutter type mentality or spirit or energy, because then you limit that creativity that's coming forth. Okay. And that Knight of Wands wants to bring that creativity to you. So don't limit that. Don't limit that at all. All right, I think that is all for now. Has been your reading for October 3rd, 2020. This is Enhanced Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I kind of went a little bit over time, but this is some good energy here. This is some good guidance for many of you that's going into a new dimension, new levels, okay? And so we are to evolve in that and embrace that. If you have any have any comments, please leave them down below. I would love to hear from you. Please, please, please. Also, if you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And every time I upload a video, you'll be able to get notified for that. If you desire personal reading, the information is in the description box. So do not delay in contacting me. I love you all. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful and abundant rest of your weekend. Be safe. Love you all. Ashe.